And hello, and welcome into the Count of Monte Clicker, which is a game by Adam Travis with an original story by Alexandre Dumas. As you can see right here, look, it says that right there. I'm going to read it out, of course, if it's going to say right there. It's a strategy clicker kind of game, incremental game about breaking out of a prison and finding treasure, which is pretty cool. It looked super interesting, also really wild, and I wanted to check it out because it came out recently on August 5th. It's available for $2 and something, so go check it out if you wanna. But that said, we're gonna start into a new game. First of all, we're gonna check out the settings. They start at less than 100%, which is fantastic. And I don't know what this button is. Oh, that's the resolution. Gotcha. I'm not gonna change that. Just gonna start a new game and see how it goes. Chapter 1, Wait and Hope. I will tell you a story now, dear reader. Before I do, I will warn you that it is no ordinary story. It is a story about Edmond Dantes, a young Frenchman with an unquestionably bright future. At 19, he was the newly minted captain of a ship, Pharaon. An impressive feat for self-made sailor of Marseille. Not only that, but he was soon to marry his beloved Mercedes, a well-educated young woman of Catalan. She was also a total smoke show. But alas, the fates had other plans for Edmond's happiness. On the day of his wedding, he was seized by the gendarmes, and charged with treason. Though he knew not why, Edmond spent 6 years rotting alone in the Chateau, the Idol, France's hardest prison. That was until one Tuesday night he heard a strange noise coming from the floor of a cell. Let's investigate. Edmund approached the source of the thudding in the floor with trepidation and called out in a fretful tone. Oh God, could it be that you've heard my prayers? Could this be some divine intervention to save me from my despair? Who is this person that dares to speak of God and despair in the same breath? Hearing this strange voice coming from below, Edmund reeled back in shock. In heaven's name, I would ask that you speak again, though your voice frightened me so. First you shall tell me who you are. Okay, I'm Edmond Dantes, an unfortunate prisoner. Of what country? France. I made my home in Marseille. And how old are you? I don't know my age, as I have lost all track of time since being here. I can tell you that I was almost 19 when I was imprisoned, which was on the 18th of February, 1850. Then you are not yet 26. Younger men are less likely to be traitors. Traitors? Are you saying you don't trust me? Why, I am a good Christian. I swear on Christ's name that I would never say a word to the guards. I would sooner die. Very well, boy. Now make yourself useful and remove that stone in your floor. I cannot access the mortar from this side. Remove a stone. Alright, we're making progress. We can ponder creative solutions to the problem. Yeah, this is taking a long time. Let's generate 3 thoughts per thing. Repeats the currently toggled action thing. So we can click over here. Careful technique allows you to chip the mortar more rapidly. Increases chip speed. Fantastic. You realize you can strike the mortar with increased force. Adds more per chip. Let's do that for now. Let's get some inspiration here so that we gain more thoughts. Unknown skill. Keep thinking to unlock this. Encouragement. Your progress encourages your mind to act faster. Oh, right. Brainwaves. Your mind sparks with new possibilities, deepening your reflections. Inspire automatically when hovering. It saves us some time and clicks. Let's ship for now. And get some more encouragement going. Confidence. You gain the confidence to think more deeply. Get more brute force. Leveled up for now. We gain yet another mortar layer skill. Remove the next mortar layer. I see. To get that skill over there. Think speed, inspire recharge speed. Let's pause to think again. Rapid strikes. Unlock more skills as we go. Pot handle. You've gripped by a sudden realization. You have a pot handle in your possession suitable for chipping. Brain waves. Inspire automatically when hovering. Per thing gives us more. Let's unlock a bunch of rapid strikes again and some brute force. Yet again, and then keep pushing forward. Encourage ourselves even more. Get more confidence so that our inspire raises more. Critical thinking. Chance to think critically. Alright. Making a lot of progress. Get more critical thinking going. But it is currently like coming to a standstill again a bit more. We're thinking more now. Another skill. Inspire chipping. Inspire recharge speed is increased. Mastering the art of chipping has inspired your very soul. Lovely. Love to see it. Let's increase that as well. We get more per chip. Beyond that, we can get more critical thinking unlocked yet again. And then perhaps level up the pot handle again to just increase the percentage. But like leveling up brainwave sounds also pretty fantastic because it's a percentage modifier on a thinking. So now we gain 31. $33 now. And sometimes we crit as well. Makeshift drill. Concentrated thought has allowed you to produce a small powered drill from scraps found around your cell. Chip speed increases and also gives us more thoughts per thing. Let's chip for now. Then. And unlock more rapid strikes yet again. Nearly maxing that out in the process. Let's max that skill out in the process. Right there. Chip speed is increased by a bunch. Beyond that, we can also upgrade our think speed here to the max. And our critical thinking. We're just continuing onwards like this. I want to max out the multiplier. We get 55, sometimes 166 if we crit. And that's maxed out as well now. More chipping, and our Inspire is up a lot more, which just essentially repeats what we're doing currently. The chip multiplier is going to come in very, very handy over here, giving us more per chip. Moving on. Brute force. Pot handle. Pot handle. We're on our way off to max out some of these again. Brute force. Let's chip again. Oh god, we're tearing through this. Makeshift drill right there. Daydream. 5% passive thinking while chipping. Oh my god, we want this. Definitely. That's maxed out. Self-belief. Think speed is increased further. That's maxed out. Muscle memory. Repetitive chipping has wrought its pattern into your very flesh. Alright, alright. Critical thinking. Let's level up our drill some more. Now everything's maxed out and we're just chipping away, generating more and more thoughts as we go. Producing 7.9k of that resource. And 4.6k thoughts per second as we chip away. We can keep going if we want to. Let's remove a stone. Remove a stone in the floor. Cell renovation achievement. Chapter 2. A whole man. For mortar finally clear, Edmond heaved a huge stone aside. First, there was an arm, then a head, then another arm, a torso, and so on. At last, an entire man emerged from the pit. From the floor. Well, I am here. Well, there are some that call me the Mad Priest. That is, of course, not my name. I am Abbe Faria. Edmond rushed over and embraced his new friend. The old man's soul, chilled to its depth from captivity, seemed to melt for a moment in contact with the young man's warmth. Enough, this does not change the fact that my tunnel did not lead to the castle wall. My body is broken now, and all is lost. Let me dig in your stead. While you do not know me well yet, I was said to be a fair and hard worker aboard the Pharaon, of which I was captain. Took me 4 years to tunnel that far, boy. And another 2 years to make the tools, but we shall see what can be done with you. We shall start lessons tomorrow. Say what now? You need a well-rounded education to succeed in this world, boy. I will teach you everything you need. In my library in Rome, I kept over 4,000 volumes. 150 of these books, carefully selected, represent the sum of all human knowledge. I, of course, memorized these, and can teach them to you in time. Edmond was dumbfounded as he stared at the old prisoner before him. This man might be a genius, or perhaps he really was the Mad Priest. Either way, he had no choice. Then it's settled. I will leave a phone here to facilitate communication between us. It's too risky for me to visit here in person. For own? You'll pick it up in no time, boy. But first the tunnels. Huh. And so Edmond grasped this chance at a new life with both hands. He would learn from the Abbe in the day and dig the tunnel to freedom by night. Alright, let's talk to him. You've been digging with explosive. Is that even safe? Of course, why these bombs have specifically formulated for clearing rubble. So you're a chemist as well, I'm amazed. I dabble. I knew Lavoisier and Cabernet was a friend. Thinking that these were shampoo brands, Edmond did not press the old man any further. Oh, and while you're down there, gather up as much iron as you can. It's vital for your ongoing lessons. So we need to find, I assume, iron to unlock spherical grenades. Black powder is encased in an iron sphere to create a weapon of some destructive power. Bombs are thrown automatically towards your cursor. I see. And we're not ready for math, philosophy, or Edmond's arrest yet. Let's enter the tunnels. The shifting rubble. Rubble is basic rock. Boss is an oversized clay pod. I guess we really want to focus on these groups of enemies. Edmond had hit a wall. He wondered if he had a single friend left in that world outside. Let's return to the cell. Increases bomb damage. Now we can unlock explosives, bomb area effect, or automatic bomb speed. I see. Let's enter the tunnel again. Edmond was exhausted. He escaped to dreams of fair Mercedes. Let's go and upgrade our bomb damage further. The reason why I'm trying to increase the bomb damage first is because I don't want to spend 2 bombs on these. Alright, let's return to the cell for now. We got a lot we can do here. Automatic bomb speed and area of effect. Let's go with the area of effect first and then the bomb speed. Forging. Apply the latest metalworking principles to create spinning pickaxes. Unlocks the pickaxe. Ooh, and then we can also get maximum click bombs. You can click or hold your mouse to throw your stored bombs. I see. Let's go then. We're certainly attacking a lot quicker. We might make this. Never mind. Let's unlock the pickaxe. And then with mathematics, we can unlock more pickaxes. And then also the pickaxe damage. Let's get some more bomb damage going as well while we're at it. Head down. pickaxes don't seem to deal too much damage. But we can upgrade that. Very close, actually. Look at it. Nearly dead there. Let's get more attack speed, actually. Because that's what's stopping us from progressing. Like, we've got enough damage, we just don't attack quick enough. Should be able to make it here. Nice. Can return to the cell for now. Tell me, Abbe, why not simply use these bombs to kill the guards and escape? First, I shall ask you a question in return, boy. Why is it that you, in your 6 long years here, did not simply bludgeon the guard with the leg of your bed? I never had the thought of doing it. It is because you have an instinctive repulsion against committing such a crime. The thought never occurred to you. The tiger spills blood freely, for that is the natural way. It has an instinct that it obeys. Mankind, on the contrary, is repelled by blood. It is not the law of society that condemns murder, it is the law of nature. Edmond was struck silent by this explanation that seemed to touch on the workings of his mind, or rather his soul. Let's increase the damage of our pickaxes a little bit. Then we've got muskets. Inferring from base mathematical principles, one is able to produce a small musket suitable for mining work. And heavenly rotation and pickaxe rotation speed increases. Fantastic. We can use stored bombs, essentially. This patent pending invention lets you throw bombs with a click. You can click or hold your mouse to throw your stored bombs. Maximum click bombs is 1. And then maximum HP over here as well. Fantastic. Let's move on. Basic rocks and stalagmites. And the boss is a rolling boulder. I see the bombs recharge. Let's return to the cell for now. We definitely need more bomb damage. And more area of effect. I'll also take more damage yet again. And some max health. And we can then unlock the bomb regeneration speed. Limit testing? Yeah, we don't deal enough damage for that. Can we collect stuff still? I think so. That seems to work. Let's unlock muskets, I guess. We can get resilience to reduce the damage. And then we can also like get more damage on the musket. Which is fun. Let's head back. What is the musket just shoots at random bombs, I guess. Maybe it's the closest bombs, actually. Music is super chill. I like it a lot. We actually made it. Edmond was victorious. He trumped over second tunnel section. Fantastic. Let's return to the cell for now. You're a man of God, Abbe. How is it that you became a prisoner in a place like this? Because I, like Machiavelli, dared to dream up a scheme to take that swarm of principalities and unite all of Italy, and the royal simpleton in whom I placed my trust betrayed me. Like a Machiavelli the pastor. Ha! Why are you here, boy? Chateau the idol is for only the most serious political prisoners. I was charged with treason, though I know not why. Would any person have stood to gain from your imprisonment? Of course not. I was a friend to all. I can think of nobody who would wish me harm. Yet even as he spoke, the good-natured Edmond doubted his own words. Had he been betrayed? His mind reeled as long-forgotten memories began to unfurl. Can increase the pickaxe damage. Bomb regeneration speed, though, is pretty neat. Let's get more stored bombs as well. Now we get elite rubble, oversized clay pot, and boss is the ionic column. I was exhausted. Hold up. Let's go. Wait, can we just continue on like this? Before I passed out, he remembered the life he had lost. Wait a minute, can we just continue playing like this? No, it slows down more and more. Yeah, we should definitely just keep going and start again. Heavenly rotation increases the pickaxe speed. By creating a type of spreadsheet, it is possible to statistically improve the amount of iron procured from each piece of rubble. Oh, that's amazing. I want that. Let's go, got some more. I love the idea of just continuing like this forever. I'm not sure if that's actually worth doing. We can increase the value for now, which is great. And then we can then decrease the rubble movement speed afterwards, which would be fantastic. I think it's worth going back to the neglected gallery. Like, we'll see how much we end up with. let's return to the cell for now. And then upgrade the value in the AoE. I'm gonna make sure that this neglected gallery is not neglected no more. Okay, let's return to the cell for now. It's definitely worth it going to the place again. Bomb regeneration speed for now, and then move on to this area yet again. Okay, if we defeat the boss, we just get all of us, all the iron from those other enemies. Musket damage is increased. Pickaxe rotation. Pickaxe damage seems worth more, I guess. Bomb regen. Oh god. How brutal of you to strike your brethren. Come on, just that one guy. Yeah, we got it once this one bomb lands. Rubble movement speed. And more bomb damage. I think we might just have it. Hold up. No, we got it though. We got it though. Look at him. He's dead. Oh, close one. On the next one, we'll have it. Let's reduce our damage. Unlocks the mental shield. By meditating, it's possible to shield oneself from all physical harm as long as focus is maintained. Let's increase our maximum bombs, I guess. Nice. Let's return to the cell for now. I still cannot comprehend how you managed to make gunpowder in jail. It's all quite fundamental, boy. Gunpowder, simply black powder, has 3 ingredients: charcoal, sulfur, and saltpeter. I obtained charcoal from a disused fireplace in my cell. For the sulfur, I told the guards I had a skin condition, and they gave me some. And how do you get saltpeter? A simple distillation of my own urine, of which I have plenty supply. Ew. There's the shield, and now we can unlock brooding. Bomb, pickaxe, and musket damage is increased by 10%. Reflect on your betrayal with bitterness, and it might give you strength. Through hard work and a true willingness to learn, teachings are absorbed more effectively. All teaching costs are reduced. Oh, that's wild. And self-improvement. To know thyself is the beginning of wisdom. Big muscles might also help. Nice. The narrow shadow. Oh god, there's so much more. Stalagmites and crystal formation. Hold up. No, I thought those would be the same as the boss from before. Yeah, we're not dealing enough damage. Let's take care of this one as well before it's too late. Now, we'll return to the cell. Let's reduce the cost of all teachings for now. Didn't get much stronger, but we should get plenty. Like, we started at 8. I don't care much for the boss. But we did bring it to half health already. And we're at 500 already again. Reduce the cost further, increase the musket damage. The automatic bomb speed is increased. This should help us a bunch. Although we're kind of relying on... Oh god. Gee, those bombs there really did a number on our shield. Simply couldn't go on. Come on, just kill this one. Nice. What do I want? Probably just increasing everything's damage. Then make them slower, give us more health. That should be fine. What's that next upgrade we can get? Edmond's arrest. The motive. Someone had reason to benefit from this crime. But who? And to what? And what would they have gain? What would they have to gain? The notion fills Edmond with newfound energy, which then gives us more health. Fantastic. Let's take care of these. Lovely. I was pooped, but we did it. We did it though. Look at him. Unlucky. We can do it next time. Once we have enough damage. Return to a cell. Did I break the game? No. Okay, okay. I thought it was loading for a good amount of time, you know? Let's increase our damage further and our bomb damage right there as well. And that should do it. I love this. Like, it's very, very unnecessary that we can walk around the cell, but I like the idea of just pondering around like this, you know? You know? Like, it could have been just all menus. But instead, we have a fully walkable cell. It isn't much of a cell, you know? It's pretty small and everything. But it's still fully walkable. And if you think about it, that counts for something, you know? It's a very, very big cell. I feel like it adds to the immersion, you know? Rather than just clicking around on menus, it's like you're actually doing stuff. Nice, we can return to the cell again. Edmond, you're moping more than usual today. Is something on your mind? I was thinking about my fiancée Mercedes. Today's her birthday. Do you think she would have moved on? It's been 6 years, Edmond. She has 100% moved on. I imagine she has a family on her own by now. What? That's not what you're supposed to say. Oh god, maybe she... I'm not in the business of self-deception, boy. Nor should you be. Huh. But despite his protestations, Edmund knew it to be true. The fact was like an icy dagger through his breast. And what of you, Ab? You must love someone. I am alone in this world. I have no family, and the last cardinal of Sparta, whom I served, is dead. You're not alone if I'm here with you, Ab. We will escape this place together, I swear it. Ha! You have a rather naive view of the world, boy. I left a mirror in your cell. I suggest you use it to take a good look at yourself. What kind of man will I become? Lazy, heavy-handed, distant, calculating. Wait, what? You would rather work smart than work hard. All bombs throw automatically. No clicking required. Increases damage plus 1%. Heavy-handed. You believe most problems are best solved with brute force. Increases damage and reduces max health. Unlocks forgiving at level 5. Unlocks unapproachable at level 5. Distant. You have become slightly detached from reality. Mental shield increases and calculating. Iron drop value. Ooh, you trust in the power and superiority of numbers. Unlocks vengeful at level 5. This is great. I want this. Spend experience. How do I get experience? Someone had reason to benefit from your crime. Whatever. Let's get that. Oh, mental constructs. Let's get more pickaxe damage here. And then maximum pickaxes. Let's increase that number as well. Crystal formation is the rubble. The boss is the cracked mirror. Oh, wait. We gained experience somehow. Oh, we do gain experience down there. Through that. I mean, couldn't go on with some bitterness. He wondered about Mercedes. No, you shouldn't. Gee. Okay. Let's increase the value again and spend more experience right here, right now, to get more iron drop value. And then more iron drop value over here as well. Beyond that, we can also increase the area of effects yet again, because we haven't upgraded that in a while. And then continue onwards. Oi, oi. Get him! Get him! Get him! Okay, it's fine. We can increase our iron drop value yet again. And then work on getting more maximum HP. So Edmond, you still claim to be innocent of a crime that placed you here. Of course. Well then, you shall tell me the story of your arrest, as best as you remember it. I may well find some hidden clue you have missed. And so Edmond told his tale of promotion to captain, engagement to Mercedes, and interrogation. I am convinced there is something suspicious about your arrest. Learn the maxim: to uncover the guilty party, find whose interests the crime serves. I tell you again, Abbe, I can think of nobody. Oh God, I was so insignificant. Everything in this world, my friend, is relative. From the king that stands in the way of a prince, to the cat that keeps the mice from larder. Every individual sits in the center of its own network of interests, each with its own storms and hooked atoms, just like those tiny worlds of Descartes. But I digress. You mentioned that you were about to marry a beautiful woman. Fernand the usurper. Edmund's friend Fernand had always sought the hand of Edmund's fair Mercedes. Perhaps he had a hand in the wrongful arrest. Then sees his chance. The heartbreaking betrayal fills Edmund with an explosive rage. Was there anyone else interested in your fiancée, Mercedes? No, how rude. Of course not. No, wait, I remember now. There was a young man named Fernand in love with her. Mercedes rejected him before our engagement. Edmund, can't you see this man must have hated you? He might have played a part in framing you. Huh, it is unlike Fernand to be so devious. He would have rather put a knife in me. Ha, well, that is true of Spaniards. Perhaps there is more to this mystery than first presents itself. More pickaxe. More pickaxe. Go. I need to use my bombs, like, right in the beginning. Because, like, there's so many of them on the screen already. So I have plenty of targets for the bombs. And if I take care of those, the musket can focus on other units. And we'll be left with more shield by the time the boss comes around. I was victorious. The tunnel tally reached 5. Sink. What should I sink about? If HP is below 75% full, damage is increased. Oh, Vengeful seems pretty darn nice. And our life does get quite a bit. Item drop value is pretty neat. I'll increase it over here though. And then pickaxe damage. Sounds great. Especially since we also have a multiplier on there. continue. The Royal Kitchens. Elite Rubble is the Ionic Column. The boss is the Fancy Candelabra. So this was a boss before. Okay, this is definitely worth doing more than the others, because we are already at 1000. Like, yes, we have failed here. But we got to a lot of... we got some experience. Cool. But, like, more than anything, we got a bunch of iron. And that's fantastic. So let's get the experience up for now. Oh, we can increase this further. All the better. Let's reset for now. Just increase this all the more. Like, we don't care about the damage or anything. I just want the item value to go up, you know? We'll reduce the movement speed while we're at it as well, and then go on into the Royal Kitchens. I mean, these are literally bosses from a previous level. Okay, that's fine. We didn't make as much this time around because we died. But it's fine. Incoming damage is reduced further. Increase our damage for everything. And then click bomb regeneration we can increase further so that we have our bombs up more often and then get more value right here as well. Continue like so. How long are you going to wait before you demand the best of yourself? Epictetus. Return to the cell. Let's reset our personality again and see what Forgiving does. Forgiving, it gives us shield recovery, which is pretty great. Beyond that, Distant gives us slow. Alright. Actually, let's do this for now. Like that. And then... Shield HP. Auto bombs and musket speed. Observe the dungeon mice and see how they scurry so swiftly. This dungeon is their home. Learn their ways. Auto bombs and musket speed is increased. Fantastic. Beyond that, click bomb regeneration. We can also get more pickaxe damage because those deal a bunch of damage, you know. Why wouldn't we upgrade those further? Definitely getting through this a bit easier. We're much healthier too. Tunnel section 6 was clear at last. Let's return to the cell for now. And upgrade. This would be good, I guess, but at the same time, I feel like we gotta go to the basics, you know? Like so, and get more click bombs. And then get more pickaxes. More pickaxe rotation speed so that it can deal more damage. And over here we've got old paintings for the rubble. And the biggest bucket as a boss. Yeah, we barely deal any damage to that. But we did it. Let's return to the cell for now. Edmond, you must help. Help me. Ah! Immediately sensing something was wrong, Edmond rushed through the tunnels to the Abbe's cell. He found the old man standing, bathed in sweat. His face was pale and his fists were clenching tightly. Listen to what I say now, Edmond. I'm about to have a terrible, perhaps fatal seizure. I can feel it coming now. I know because I have suffered the same in the year before my imprisonment. My father also died of this ailment. When the fate comes, I may cry out. You must stifle these cries, Edmond, or the guard may hear and we might be separated forever. Help me to the bed, please. Oh dear God, I am dying. Perhaps the unhappy man could even finish. But before the unhappy man could even finish his words, the seizure was upon him. Edmund could only do his best to comfort his poor friend and quieten his cries with a blanket as instructed. The seizure raged for 2 long hours until finally the Abbe's body fell quiet and he opened his eyes. He's saved! He's saved! I'm alive, true enough, but I have lost all feeling on my right side. You must escape without me, Edmund. Don't be ridiculous, Abbe. We'll find a way. I swear I could never leave this place without you. Abbe Faria could only smile at his friend and wonder what he had done to deserve this young man's unwavering devotion. Aww. We have to hurry. Or else. Let's see. I believe we definitely should. Heavy-handed forgiven, which is good. But we definitely do also want to get more shield value up right there. And then upgrade our shield further. For that we'll need experience. And more resources. And as such, we'll just invest across the board, but also, more importantly, decrease our costs. Return crate, old painting, and barrel. Shield is down. So it doesn't regenerate when it comes down completely. Oh boy, we're really dealing no damage. Are we? Return to the cell. Actually, return to the cell for now. Item drop value. We'll try it one more time. Yeah, all of these barrels take so many hits. They're just barrels filled with iron. Perhaps these paintings are used to smuggle iron across the border. They were confiscated, who knows? He dreamed of feather beds and his former bride-to-be. We did a fair bit of damage though, which is good. More pickaxe damage. Reduce incoming damage for now so that we can actually deal more damage. We'll just try one more time before calling it a day. I'm really liking the game overall there, you know, the way it went from one style of incremental games, you know, with the upgrades and everything and toggling abilities, to this kind of Notebuster style gameplay loop, you know? I'd imagine that it will change it later on again. I'm looking forward to seeing what the game does. And whether the upgrades we spent early on in the first act are gonna be relevant eventually. Like, I really enjoyed the thinking and then using those resources on each other, you know, like thinking and then shipping. Really liked doing a mix of it too, if that makes sense. Let's get more mental shields going for now. Just more damage right there. While we added more speed for pickaxes so that they could deal more damage. And we're just gonna leave it at that. I had a fun... Oh no. I wanted to go to the main menu. Well, now we know that it will quit the game completely if we quit. Which is fine, I guess. I mean, there's no real reason to go to the main menu, except if you want to start a new game, in which case you might as well close the game and open it again. Either way, that's the Count of Monte Clicker. If you want to check it out for yourself, it's a very, very nice little incremental game that has a narrative-driven structure and characters, and there's some very chill music here. I like it a lot so far, and if you want to see more of this, let me know. It's available on Steam. There's a link in the description to the Steam page if you want to check it out for yourself. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you had a fantastic time. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you around. Until next time, bye bye.